Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. This is not my normal day, so I'm not even sure how many of you will be joining me. I started Wednesday with a flash sale, and I got to tell you how much fun this has been. So, they are treasures that are either one left or things that I overbought or things that just didn't get enough love that I am offering to you up to 50% savings. I am going to have a Black Friday sale starting Monday. It will run through the week, but I promise you that these prices are the rock bottom, better than I could even imagine. So, hi, Colleen. It's just me. Pam's not here today. So Thursdays I go to Pottery, and I realized um, my flash sale items did not get a lot of love yesterday. So I asked myself, I wonder why that is. And it makes complete sense. I either haven't done a good job of showing you how to use them, or I need to tell you what I would use them for, which is why I decided to go live. I am leaving yesterday's flash sale items up through um, tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So, how I'm doing this is a new flash sale starts each day at 4 p.m. The last day will be Sunday. And at that time, I actually deactivate the previous day's flash sale. But since yesterday's did not get nearly enough love, I am going to tell you what I use them for. I have a little demo, and then I'm going to leave them up there until tomorrow. So everything that's on there right now will be gone tomorrow. Hi, everybody. Thank you. I'm so glad people have joined me. How fun. So that's what I plan on doing. So first, I'm going to talk about yesterday's. And then I'm going to do a little demo. And then I will talk about what I just added today. So, are you guys ready? Hi, Laura. Sandy's here, Debbie, Linda, Cheryl, Deb Campo, and Colleen. Thanks, you guys, so much. So much. All right, I'm super excited to get started here. And what's fun for me is, getting my eyeballs on them for the first time in a long time. That classical Christmas I showed you guys on Wednesday, just talking to you about what I would do with it sparked so many ideas. And so that's what I feel like I'm here for. All right, let's talk about the first item. These are things I'm creating with. All right. Yes, let me just get my crud together here. That's all. All right. I think this might be the stuff here. Okay. Hi, Denise. Hi, Kathy. Ready. Hi, Wendy. So this is the only one that I have left, and it is retired. It is the Cheers transfer. And it was not a real popular transfer. So what would I use this for? This is the perfect time of year for this transfer. Again, I only have one. It's at least 50% off, but I can't remember how much it is. So think about the fun gifts you could make. So there are those wine glasses with spilled wine drops. You could do a little sign, don't cry over spilled wine. What's another one? Something about I don't need a cork. I bought this for my daughter. I don't need a cork. I don't know. Something you can Google them, but super cute things. And there's the ability to make 12 signs with those. For the wine lover, and actually, I'm going to make my daughter something now that I'm sitting here talking about it with mine. This wine bottle right here is really cool. This one, let's see, right here. And it says, let me lighten this up a little bit. The Anatomy of a Wine Bottle. That's pretty cool. But what I like are these 3 pages here. Let me see, I gotta make sure it's these 3. I would take, if you watched the auction the other night, I had a Christmas bottle. Mira, my dear friend, actually purchased it. But you could take the transfer, you could paint a wine bottle that's been emptied, and you could paint it, and you could just rub that transfer right on to put a stunning label. You could do something with the top of it, but there is a bunch of more gift ideas. I don't know, the ideas just go on and on. What would I do with the grapes? I would add those to a sign, like this sign or that sign. They might even be cool as the background behind the anatomy of a wine bottle. But again, I only have one left. And just look at the wine drops. So on my website, I put the link. Let me put it right here. You go to flash sale, and I just added the link, and they are priced as marked. So that's where that is. So there's only one of those. And I know, what did I just drop? I know it won't survive long because there's only one. Oh, that's what I just dropped. This right here. This is today's. I got some good stuff. Of course, I've got some good stuff. This I'm going to wait and show you with this. Okay. The kitty stamp. I bought equal amounts of the puppies and the kitties. And I think this is my right hand. I need to mirror my camera. Let me see. Wait, I don't know if we're going to be able to read now. Nope. Duh. My bad. Okay, now we're okay. I am a dog person. I'm allergic to cats. I love them. So I thought I didn't want to be biased. So I bought equal amounts. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Corks are for quitters. That's what it is. How hysterical is that, you guys? And there are all kinds of corks. The fun that you could have with this, and it's the perfect time of year. Old wine bottles, scrap wood. I have boxes that wine came in. That would be fun to do on the inside back of the box. Oh, your kitty. Yay. Thank you, Sandy. That was going to drive me nuts. So you could make wrapping paper. You just take this exactly like it is and ink the whole thing, stamp this brown paper that, like I wrap, I cover my table with. People wrap packages with them and make wrapping paper. Cute little signs. I have started, I just remembered this last year, patching them together for a stocking. Totally forgot to finish that project. But what I really think is beneficial is for a small amount of money. It's under $12, that I know. You could give this as a gift to the little crafter in your life. So I have a friend that is making craft kits for her granddaughters. And so this has gone in there. It's just a really reasonable way to give them something to play with. Okay. Grape stamp. These are all yesterday's. A media tray with wine tramp. Yes, that would be stunning. You guys, I'm sorry. My mouth is so dry. Oh, I have no idea when that was from. Not today, though. Oh, well, did the trick. All right, the grape stamp. So, 2 ideas for this. I'm just going to say right here, that this element alone is worth it. Why? Because picture that element right there with, I just got to make sure I get this right, that right there. And you've got balloons going from a string. That's what I use this for. Kittens are really cute on cards. So that's what I use this for. These right here, bubbles. I would never use them as grapes. I'm just keeping it real. But like bubbles. So you could do the bottom of a board with bubbles. And you could have anything in the middle of those bubbles. You could have a kitty stamp. You could use a mold. But there are so many things that you can do with this. The thing that I really like are these leaves. I would use them with either of the pumpkin molds. So the pumpkin molds are beautiful. We have the 2 years ago and 3 years ago. That's what I did with a little girl, and it was just so cute. You could just find a little girl on rice paper and have it coming up. I just painted mine. But so with the pumpkin mold, take some of the leaves that come with the pumpkin mold, but have these in the background, and that would be beautiful. So that's what I would do with this. Okay, I am beyond shocked. I did sell one of these. I only have one left. The papers in here, you get 11 papers. With the sale price, the papers end up being like $1 a piece. I'm going to open this up. And show you the papers. And whoever gets this one, I'm sorry, it's been opened. All right, let me flip this. Okay, here we go. This is Victorian Christmas. And here are the 12 pages. Of course, they're going to be upside down. All right. This, stunning. Let me see. How do I want to do this? I'll do it this way. The stripes and the nature elements. Gorgeous background. Neither of these are strictly for Christmas. Look at this. Pinstripe. Beautiful. Vintage scenes. This paper, I need something white in the background, but you'll get the idea. This won't last. This red, oh my God, this red is gorgeous. Love this element. Look at this. If you were, so what I would do with this page, I would either get rid of that or get rid of this. And I would use a bibelot ornament. And I think it would be beautiful. Hang the bibelot ornament there or down there. Gorgeous. Oh my God, yes. The bubbles with the cheers transfer. Then we've got this paper. There's some real subtle music notes. This one. And this behind snow globes. Amazing. So there's only one left. One sold. I'm loving the people who are taking advantage of the flash sales and buying one of everything. If you only use it once, like this, you get 11 papers. But if you only use like one element from a stamp, it's worth it. But I think I've given you enough ideas that you could really see a way to using a lot of it. Okay, last from yesterday is Pretty in Plaid. I'm not surprised that this didn't get a ton of love. Really did not surprise me because you really needed to be shown how to use this. I did it the year that it came out, and the project I did was just okay. So let's keep it real. How would I use this? I would use it tone on tone, and that's what I'm going to show you. So I just have, this is not ideal, you guys. I would use a much larger piece of wood than this, but I've got this one is Sandy Blonde. And I'm going to take my Pretty in Plaid. Yeah, what I made the year that this came out was not attractive. What happens? So any background where I wanted, I got checks, small, large. This was made to layer for like wrapping paper. Oh, Ralph Lauren is here. Oh, good to know. And then a gorgeous bow. So forget Christmas. I'm just going to look at using this as a background. And that background could be for the bibelots. That would be really pretty. I would want to go larger, of course. So here I've got some crinoline. And I'm a huge tone-on-tone fan anyhow. I'm going to grab a bibelots mold. Hold on. I'd have to turn this like this. Move this out of the way for a minute. I don't want to use this one. I love this, but that's not, I want it to be more consistent. I don't want it to stand out quite that much. Okay, I've got this. What did I just do? Is this the one I want to do? Yeah, I think I want to do this one. And then I've got my brayer. So this is Sandy Blonde. I got crinoline. And you want to roll these in both directions. I want to make sure I can see that it's covered. You can see little spaces. It's not covered. Normally I would offload you guys right here onto my surface, but I don't want to take up a bunch of time with this. So I'm just going to go for it. And I'm shaking. Oh my God, that is so pretty. Okay. Let's get another coat. And this one will automatically go on darker because it's already seasoned. It'll be really easy just to match those. I'm actually gonna, no, I'm gonna keep it consistent. I was gonna switch it and have the solid line. Why is this so far away from me? There we go. Trying to see what I need to do here. My lighting is always so bad when I sit at this part of my table. You'll get the idea. I'm not going to do this like, you know, my life depends on it. I love the subtlety You know me, I can't just see if I can line this up here. Would it be going the same direction? Yeah. I'm just gonna just half-ass do it. Okay. I think that is, hi Shannon. Hi Shannon. I think that is a gorgeous background. So this is crinoline. I'm going to get some sandy blonde. And I would do way more with this Below than I'm going to do. So that's just the combo of both of them on there. Let's try that. Let me see if I got something laying over here. That I could use on this. I love having extra castings laying around. So let's see. Really, really love this one right here. Okay, we're gonna do the opposite with this. I'm just gonna have some fun. I'm also procrastinating, you guys. I need to be making snowmen. Okay, let's try both of those. So it's just a combination of sandy blonde and crinoline, whatever I had on. Oh, Sharon, thank you. This is just quick little demos. What would I do? Let's all save some money. It's always fun. All right, I'm going to take crinoline. Let's go over there. All right, what do I want to do? Crinoline on my brush. Oops. Okay, I got that on there. Now on here, okay, let's dry both of those off. Just how can we use these things to create fun holiday gifts and not break the bank? All right, I need Big Top and some black paint. just use this. Not positive this is the route I want to go, but we'll see. So these two things, I plan on them being kind of opposite of one another. So I'm going to take the big top. I know I probably need to open another one. I feel today, for some reason, like we're all sitting down together doing a project. So I'm going to big top this and this. Just put that there. I could totally see gray on black, different shades of pink. Oh my God, I think that would be so whimsical. And then you've got that bigger check too. I love that they're not solid, that they're textured. I think that's my favorite thing about it. Okay, I don't want this on anything else just yet. Let me try that. So the other thing I wanted to mention, and I'll show you guys, I don't think my IOD most recent project has been published on YouTube yet. I used the vintage snowflakes. It's sold out. IOD doesn't have anymore. I thought I had one. I actually have 3. They are not on sale. They won't go on sale, but I do have 3 if anybody's interested in them, and I'll show you what that is. Okay, did I get that? I probably need to heat this up just a little bit more. And I'm going to eventually heat that up and put it on here too. Okay, that's done. That's done. I'm going to take a baby wipe and just wipe the edges. This was left open. I'm not sure this is even going to be wet enough. I have a water bottle sitting here though. So this is just showing you yesterday's flash sale items. I haven't even gotten to today's, but I won't do a demo with them. I'm just going to show you them and give you my ideas. Oh shoot, that's vinegar. Jeez, I wondered what that smell was. Doesn't say that it's vinegar though. It's definitely vinegar. Oh my God. I don't know where my other baby wipes are. Hold on. Oh, here they are. Whew. If I would have kept going, I could have stumbled upon a new use for vinegar. So just exposing those darker edges. Like that, almost totally off. Now I can go ahead and seal this. And the reason that I like mixing the colors, I'm not blending the colors together. I'm just putting my brush into them separately, is you get so much depth in your background. So that's why I like to do that. So that's going to go there. I'm going way further than I planned on going, but it's totally okay. Now I'm going to take some little black dress. I'm going to get my brush wet. So that's the equivalent of a wash. 24 hours, Lori. I've never done this before, and I'm loving it. I'm loving to see what you guys are liking, but I'm more loving the revisiting these products. It's so fun. So remember, I used Big Top, so I'm going to be able to wipe this back. And it's going to be a little bit different because it was white resin. Black resin, I would get more depth. Even though it's painted over, I still would. So the flash sales are up for 24 hours from 4 p.m. one day to 4 p.m. the next day. My last day is going to be Sunday. And I'm leaving yesterday's flash sale items still listed, which is what I'm going over right now, only because they did not get enough love. Make sure this is dry. Okay, over this guy, I'm going in with a crinoline wash. So I'm going to find something that does not have vinegar in it. Water down my crinoline. And I'm going to go over this whole thing. You can still see the tone on tone. It would be for a Coco Chanel pattern. You have to be okay with the fact that you're not going to get like perfect checkers, perfect stripes, and that's by design. And I think some of the items that aren't as popular that IOD comes out with are for that reason, as people have a hard time. They think when they make something that it should be perfection, and imperfect is perfection. Okay, I'm going to take a baby wipe. So remember I said it's opposite. So this is going to be the light color on the high points and the dark color in the recesses, which is the opposite of what the ornament is. So this is going to go on there. I need my tight bond. I'm already loving this. I'm going to grab some clamps too, because I know it's going to need to be clamped. Yes. No, Lori, you're fine. Today's stuff is, as long as it's still in stock. Like the Cheers transfer, I only had one. So that, I'm going to guess that that's gone already, but maybe not. What was the cork saying again? I got to remember that. I don't need a cork. What is it? Darn it. Corks are for quitters. I don't drink wine, but I love it. It makes me want to start. Okay, I need this to be pretty hot so that it's pliable. Not sure what I just got all over that, but oh yeah, nice and pliable. Whew. Okay, gonna get my glue on here, and there's gonna be like too much glue. I already know this, so I'm going so quickly. Whoops. fine. That's sealed. I like those little clamps from Hobby Lobby, but when I have a bigger job, I use these DeWalt ones. Oh, I need two hands right now. Do it this way. Sometimes I just really wonder about myself. And then I'm actually doing the wrong one, which is fun too. All this is just fun. I get these mixed up all the time. The one that clamps and the one that pushes. Okay. I don't need the sides to lay totally flat, but if I really wanted to, I could heat them up after. Let me just get the excess glue out of there. I have big top on here, so this will all come off. If I wasn't live, you guys, I would have taken a lot more time applying that. So I didn't have as much cleanup. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute. We're going to go over to this board. Grab a baby wipe. Oh, geez, you guys, I'm like a hot mess, man. Just put that one in the paint. Thank you, Shane. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to pull this back a little. And then if I wanted to, like, let's see, this is that. I'm going to take another brush. And where the ornament's going to go, I'm just going to like cross hatch here and get it a little messier in that spot. And then I'll just blend those edges. Just going to bring the crinoline heavier on the edge. Now it's going to look like it was sitting in an attic somewhere for a while. If I love it, and I do, I am going to big top it to preserve it. Because I'm going to want to paint the sides black, pull that black in. Again, you guys, this isn't meant to be like, I'd probably put something in the background, whether it be wording or I could use that vintage snowflake stamp would be cool. But I have a lot more that I want to get to. All right, let's try this. Oh yeah, Catwalk. I've been sold out of that. All my animal stamps are gone. Catwalk would be really elegant for Chanel. Okay, we're going to call that good enough. And because I can't go this far without finishing it, I'm just not built that way. I'm going to take little black dress. I don't think these edges are sanded. This is what I just kind of had sitting here. Let me shake. God, I hate it. I'm going to call this good enough. And when you do this tight to the background, like there's not going to be a large border between the bibelot ornament and the sides of the board. You don't really even need probably more background than I've got right here. So I'm just kind of trying to mess that up a little bit. And I'll just wipe this off. That's such a pretty background with that pretty and plaid. Look at how distressed and tattered and torn. Okay, now let's take this guy here. Look at that. And I'd put a little string hanging from that. I want to get that piece of glue off, but I'm not sure I have a tool that will do that right now. A bonus line, thank you. So yep, that's what I would do. You could put some gold on there, but I would age this. Let's be honest, we know I can't not finish it. I love how close the board is cut to the ornament. Definitely needs a string. Oh, could be, I would probably do, how's your Christmas ball? I probably would do crystals, a chain from here. So I'm gonna go in with black chiffon. Get that to pop. And then this part, I swear I'm not going to finish. I'm not. It's just going to go just like that. Oh my God, it's so cool. So that's what I'm going to do. Isn't that so fun? Pretty in plaid, ladies and gentlemen. So I will finish it, but just not right now. Okay, then I had another one ready, but I think you guys get the idea. I didn't plan on finishing that. So let's talk about today's flash sales. Are you ready? That needs to be cleaned off. Don't make a mess. And I'm no demos. I'm just going to tell you about what I would do. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know where all my stuff is. All right. So those sales are going to stay up. And now we're going to look at today's flash sales. So the first item are these book boxes. I'm going to show you the book box first. So this is the kit. It's a book box. But what it makes, here, let me do it this way. It turns into this book box. So this is what I did with mine. It's that wide. This is actually a working latch. If you order this, there's a diagram of how to assemble this latch. I'm not going to mess with it right now. This has that. Oh, there we go. And then that slides over. And it's got a spine. But that's what I did with mine. And it is 50% off. I don't remember which, like ephemeral type, or I don't know what that's called. But look at that on there. Isn't that amazing? So I have a few book boxes. Then grab everything else I've got. Oh my God, all I smell is vinegar. These adorable snowmen. These are the iFlex pieces. So it works like wood you bend, and you can heat it up just like you do the resin pieces, but these have a hole if you want to make them into ornaments. So cute. And then I also have, I wonder if that's what fell. I don't see them. This bag of ornaments. I'm going to show you on this red piece of wood what I would do with this. So I would take, it's red just so that you can see it. I would take that and then, I can't find the little ornaments. They're this, oh, no. Where the heck are they? Tootie, did those fall? You guys, I'm such, such a disaster today. So they're the iFlex ornaments. Oh, here they are. Here's more. Geez. And I love these. I did these on a few different projects. So I would just hang them at various heights over the snowman. And for under $10, you have the cutest project. So that is the package of, I think there are 6 ornaments, maybe 7. And then there's a snowman. So those are available. Oh, then yesterday, this was the other thing that I had. And what I would do with these, they are beautiful just to use for gift tags that someone can then turn into an ornament. The other thing you could do is drill holes and make this a sweet little book. So I think that would be really cute. Or you could hang it like that too. You could hang it from a board. So I have just a few of these left, but I would probably lean toward making the book myself. So that's what those are. Then I have all of my Royce Cycled stencils. I'm not going to carry them anymore. They are all 50% off. And if you go to, I would assume on Royce's page, but I might have photos in the listing as well, are things that Lexi Grenzer has made with these that are just breathtaking. I've done some projects, but they've long been deleted. So these are, I think, like $11.50. So there's a watering can, and then this really cool frame, a bird's nest and eggs. This makes the most gorgeous backgrounds, these letters and numbers, and then the Santo style. So I've done projects. I've done projects with all of these, but again, they're, they're gone now, long gone, thanks to the deletion. Okay, this is the vintage snowflake stamp, you guys. This is not on sale. It will never be on sale. I think it's $29.99, and I thought I had one. I actually have 3, and this is incredible. And then Portobello Road, which is one of my favorite stamps. I bought a lot because I loved the project that I did with it. So on here, you have brick options, just so many things. I've done something with the little hanging like panties on it. This is just an awesome stamp, and at 50% off. Yes, Mary, I am automatically doing that. All the orders are being held until the last sale, which will end Monday at 4 o'clock. And then you also have the chance to shop the Black Friday sale on Monday. So I can ship everything at once. Okay. I have 2 seconds, so I'm going to show you this because I want to, and it's fun, and I was somewhat prepared. Let me grab my vintage snowflake stamp. This is what I love to do. Good thing I have this little red block here. So I'm going to take my Versamark ink, and I've got my Wow Metallic Gold Rich embossing powder. And let me see. I don't know how many of these I can even use on here. Yeah, we'll just use maybe just these 2. grab my scissors. This is so fun. You can get the embossing powder on Amazon or scrapbooking stores. So I'm going to take my Versamark, and it's so pretty on red. And I'm going to ink. Now this is like sticky glue. I'm going to ink the whole thing up. And I'm not paying good attention, so will it really be good and inked? Don't know. I'll put that one on there. Then I'll take the smaller one. And you have to use it with the right ink. I'll put that one there. Then I'll take the little guy. And I'll put it here. And this would have looked really cool over that background. Heat embossing is so magical. You want to make sure you get your cover right back on your ink pad, and then you don't have to rush for this part. I use Blue Dawn and water to clean those off. So here is my embossing powder. I'm just going to sprinkle it on here. I haven't used this stuff in quite a while. Make sure I get that off. So you can see it on there now. No, there's just one snowflake stamp. And there's always only been one. There are two snowflake molds that are both retired. So I'm just going to take and pour that embossing powder right back into my container. That's good enough. They have little trays for it too. All right, now here's the fun part. My heat gun. So I don't sell the embossing powder. Look at that. Like, how can you not just absolutely be mesmerized by this? Imagine these on those little tags. And that's so fun. Hi, Deb. So that is it. I'm going to put, I'm going to get the chain on here. This is not a good picture of it. Let me see if I can do it this way and you guys can see the color better. Whew, that was a lot. So there's Pretty in Plaid in that background. Oh, that is just so cool. And I don't know if I would add gold to this. I'm really liking it just the way that it is. But thank you for being here. Tomorrow, I've got to work on pottery. So I'm not planning to be live to explain the items. So hopefully I can post things that are self-explanatory. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some ideas that maybe you didn't have before. And then you're going to get some great deals. So thanks, you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.